Hola, buenos días.
Buenas tardes, buenas noches.
This is Barb.
And this is Estela.
And welcome to
Cafecito.
And Crime. Not the cough.
I was holding in my cough through the whole intro.
Well, we could have just stopped the intro
No,
for
it's
you to
fine.
cough.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for listening. We hope that you're having a wonderful day. How are you doing today, sister?
I'm doing good.
Just good.
Just good. I have a cut. Your cat just scratched me. And then I put it up to her. I'm like, look what you did.
And what did she say?
She didn't do anything. She smelled it.
She doesn't give a fuck about you.
And then she just like...
She's like, I'll scratch you again, ho.
Yeah. And then she puts her ass in my face.
So then I was telling Stella that today I was making coffee. And then I was running back and forth because I had... No, that was yesterday. So my dog has really bad allergies. Bad.
They're bad.
His name is Computer.
Pobrecito.
And
Sometimes I'm like, damn, do you live on the street?
No, motherfucker, don't talk about me. But he's always been like that since we got him.
No, yeah.
It's his breed. He's just like that. Okay. So he's a mixed mutt por ahí, no sé qué chingados. So then I was trying to keep him, según yo, chill, you know.
Yeah, you start giving him meds.
No, I've been giving him meds, like vitamins y fish oil y la chingada. Okay. So I was crushing up all of his little meds. Cuando estoy parada haciendo mi café, and then I heard him que no venía. So I'm like, where is he? I need to get back to work. Girl, why was he rolling his fucking ass in the grass? Like his whole body in the fucking grass. And I'm like, Computer. Like I run out there. I'm like, stop. Because that's the reason why your back looks like you have leprosy.
Yeah.
And so then I'm like, get your ass inside. So I'm like fighting with him and I'm over here trying, I'm like, oh,
he thinks you want to play.
Yeah, his tail is wagging and he's like, and I'm like, no, dude, like you don't understand. You are fucking red from all of that. And then his eyes are bloodshot red de las allergies, right? Yeah. So I'm like, stop. And so then I'm cleaning him with wipes todo. And my cat, guess what she was doing?
Cleaning herself?
Nope. She was trying to put her hand inside of my coffee.
Oh.
So then I'm fighting with her para que no me meta la mano en la coffee. So, yeah. She was standing there, and when I walked by, she slapped me 3 times. So, I'm telling you, Stella, I'm sorry. That's just her. That's her life.
Yeah, like right now, I was just trying to put something in the sink, and then she's like, "Boop." I'm like, "Hello." I'm just trying to walk by.
Yeah. No.
Are you bored?
No, like she'll stand there and stare at me, and then if I go and put something in the trash can, she'll whoop me for putting something in the trash can. I'm like, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
but put something in the trash can.
She does let me kiss her a huevo.
Oh, me too. Pero I don't care what she says. She's
me too.
Deal with it.
And then, like, when you kiss
she's
her,
like,
she doesn't try to.
I don't care, bitch. Get your ass over here. I feed your ass. This is the least you could do. You sleep with me.
You don't pay any rent.
You don't pay any rent, ho. So anyway, we hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Besides that, I have a lot of stories, but I'm going to stick to only one.
Or none,
because Estela told me not to.
Yeah.
So then, because I can go on for days.
Yeah.
But where are we going today?
For today's case, we are going to Champaign, Illinois.
I can fuck with some champagne. I can fuck with some champagne.
But it's not spelled champagne.
But it's champagne.
It's champagne.
Champagne. Champagne.
It's not champagne.
It's champagne.
Champagne.
All right. Well, if you would like to come with us to Champagne, go ahead and New York. Go ahead and grab your cafecitos.
What? Illinois.
Oh, shit. My bad. If you'd like to come with us to Champagne, Illinois, not New York, go ahead and grab your cafecitos.
And let's get started. So the first fun, random, interesting fact about Champagne is that it is the birthplace of YouTube.
Oh.
And PayPal.
Nice.
Not PayPal. Also, the University of Illinois, it's, located in Champaign, is where the ELIAC number 4 was built, which was the world's fastest supercomputer in the 1970s.
Nice.
Yeah.
But wait, you just breezed over the whole thing of YouTube. Everything in the world is
on YouTube. Yeah.
You can pretty much do anything and learn how to do it on YouTube, bitch.
Yeah, you can learn how to get a new family.
Bro, I'm sure. You can learn how to fish.
You can learn how to become a carpenter.
A carpenter? Yeah. Pretty much YouTube was just like, I don't know, when was the first, like, when did they first open YouTube? Was YouTube always just for the general public, or was it like
No, I think
Facebook that was just for like college people?
No, I think it was just for...
I wonder what they like originally wanted. They didn't know it was going to throw up. It was going to throw up. It was going to blow up like this,
No,
though.
I don't think so. But I remember watching...
Like Mr. Beast and shit?
I remember we only used it for music, like music videos, when I was like in high school. And...
When you would do Vivo?
No. I mean, we would just look up music.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
But you were in high school. You were, what is that?
Like in 2007, 2008, 2009.
In 2000?
The late 2000s.
Because I remember when I first heard about the same music. That's how I knew about YouTube.
I didn't know people could upload, you know?
I didn't know that. And then I didn't know about YouTube uploading until like 2016, whenever all the girly pops were doing the makeup and stuff. But
I don't even remember.
You don't remember? Oh my God, I would stay on fucking watching Jaclyn Hill.
I didn't get into YouTube until like 2018,
Really?
2019, yeah.
No, I was like 2016. Whenever I literally was, I thought I was a makeup artist for a while. I still think I am, but it's okay. But that's huge. Yeah. And then PayPal is also there. And then that's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's good, interesting fact.
Yes. And last but not least, Christopher Bridges.
I thought you were going to say Christopher Columbus.
AKA Luda. Was born in Champaign.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. He is such a fucking player. If you're fucking born in Champagne, you are a fucking player, dude. That's badass.
But it's because they don't spell in Champagne.
It's still Champagne.
No, it's like campaign, but with an H. That's it.
Champagne. But still, that is so cool.
Yeah. He's not from Atlanta. He was born in Champagne without the Champagne. But, you know, like...
Dude, if I was him, I would be rapping about how I'm from Champagne. Like, I'm sure that he's very proud. Because, yeah, I think he said that he's from Illinois, right?
Girl, I have no idea.
Know. I need to look up his lyrics. I'll be like, did you say that?
First album. Let me pull it up.
First album. Let me see where. Oh, his mixtape.
Oh, okay.
Acuérdate when he was
sorry.
When he was what was he when he was in that movie Big Slim, or when he was on the movie The Hustle and Flow? Was it Big Slim? Yeah. But anyway, that's who. What's next?
That's it.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah. So
those were good ones, though.
Take that knowledge into your noggin.
I can't believe that Luda's from Champagne.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So today we'll be discussing the tragic case of Yingying Zhang, who sadly, it's so sad when they're just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah. And, you know.
No, and not only that, but sometimes we've also seen times where your family or your mom or your parents put you in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like it has nothing to do with you and you're just there like so innocent. You know, that's even worse.
Now, Yingying was born on December 21st, 1990 in Nanping, Fujian, to parents Rangao Zhang and Lifeng Ye. I'm sorry.
You fucked all of that up, huh?
No, that's how it's spelled, so that's how I'm pronouncing it. She was
Me
the
and
oldest.
you both, girl. Me and you both.
She was the oldest of two children, and her younger brother was named Seng Yang. Yingying was kind and friendly. She was always smiling, and she had a big heart, and she was always willing to help in any way that she could. She was also brilliant. In 2013, she graduated from Sun Yat-sen University at the top of her class.
Nice.
And she then attended Peking University, where she earned her master's degree in 2016.
Whoa. We were just talking about 2016.
Yeah. On top of pursuing higher education, she was also a member of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, which is the National Academy for Natural Sciences and the highest consultative body of science and technology of the People's Republic of China.
Not you taking a breath for all of that.
Yes. And then in 2017, which is when this case took place, Yingying was engaged to her fiance, Shaolin, whom she had met during her freshman year of college.
Tell me again, how old was she?
In 2017?
Yeah, when she was
26.
Engaged. Oh, she was, that is the perfect age.
Yeah. And then they both actually pursued their graduate degrees together at Peking University. So Yingying had so much going for her at this point in her life. She had her family, whom she was really close to. She had her fiance, whom she was set to marry later in the fall in October. And she was thriving in her professional life.
I love a fall wedding.
Yeah, it's very cozy.
It's so cozy.
She had her friends. She was also part of a band.
Not the band.
She was the lead singer.
What?
Yes.
So what is the name of the band?
I don't know.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, but she was a girl. I'm telling you, she seemed like she had like a full rounded life.
Wow, that is so awesome. But it's a good thing. Unfortunately, we know that she passed away, right? But the good thing is that she did everything that she wanted to in her short amount of life. Like everything that she had.
And
going
she
for
worked
her.
hard. I mean, she came from a middle working class, family. So that same year, in 2017, she was presented with the great opportunity. A professor at the University of Illinois extended an invitation to Yingying to attend the College of Agriculture, Consumer, and Environmental Sciences as a visiting scholar, where she could continue her research in crop sciences, specifically on photosynthesis and crop productivity, for a year. And at the end of the year, she was going to return to China because her ultimate goal, like in her career, was to go back to China and teach. Mm-hmm. So Yingying traveled to the U.S. and arrived at the university at the end of April in 2017. She was staying at a housing complex, Orchard Downs, on the university's campus. And as the weeks passed, she settled in and focused mostly on her research. So by early June, she was looking to switch apartments to save money. And then she was also hoping to get a roommate, hopefully start meeting some more people, porque casi no conocía a nadie. Mm-hmm. On June 9th, Yingying's day began like any other. She went to the lab to work on her research, and at lunchtime, she headed home to get something to eat.
I have a question. Do you know what kind of music she was singing? I'm intrigued.
Oh, no, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, man, that would be so cool. Okay,
So afterward, she had plans to meet Ron Stone at North Lincoln Avenue, who was the leasing agent at a new apartment complex. So she was going to sign a new lease. Mm-hmm. Then she was going to return back to the lab, and then after that, she had other plans with colleagues. So as the hours passed, her colleagues became concerned when she never made it back to the lab. Mm-hmm. She was very punctual. And so,
I can imagine. She was probably like, no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So this was very out of character for her. They tried to call her, but there was no answer.
Boo.
They also tried to look for her, but no la podían encontrar. They wasted no more time, and they reported her missing at 9:24 p.m. to the University of Illinois Police Department, and the search began immediately for her.
That's good, though, because if you think about it, if it would have been like somebody that's always late or that's always like leaving you with like plans and stuff, you'd be like, she didn't come or whatever. Ya nadie la busca. Pero because of the fact that she was so punctual, and they were like, okay, something's not right.
Exactly. And I think it helped that she had only been there for a little bit of time, like a couple of months, that they were thinking there's no way she wouldn't,
that she would have like gone somewhere else or whatever.
Yeah, and not return to the lab, you know?
Yeah.
So I think she was missing like about 8 hours in total when they finally reported her missing.
That's still a bit.
Yeah. They searched the surrounding areas. They went to her apartment and other places that they knew that she frequented, but there was no sign of her.
Oh.
The following day, police contacted everyone that they knew Yingying was having contact with. Since she had only, like literally, I just said, she had only been in the U.S. for about 2 months up to this point, or not even. It was probably like 6 weeks because she got here at the end of April, and this was June 9th.
Wow.
It wasn't, she didn't have a lot of contact with a lot of people.
Well, no, and the good thing was that everybody cared for her enough to look for her, you know? Because a veces me vale verga, si no vino el compa, pues ni modo. Pero, at least they were like, let's look for her.
Yeah. However, investigators learned that Yingying was supposed to meet Ron Stone, and then so they went to go talk to him. Mm-hmm. So Ron stated that Yingying never showed up to meet him.
Oh, Lord.
He showed them text messages between the two of them where she told him that she was running late. That message was sent at 1:39.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. When he asked her what time she was going to arrive, she responded that about 2:10.
Okay.
That time arrived, and Yingying was a no-show. Ron waited until 2:38 before he texted her asking if she was going to make it in the end, but he never received a response.
Uh-oh.
As the police continued their investigation, the local Chinese student organizations also mobilized to search for Yingying, as well as the local Chinese communities. They truly, came together.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yes, in their search efforts. They led search parties.
Oh, my God,
they were
so
putting
amazing.
the word out.
Yeah.
I think they even managed to contact the media and put her story out there, that there was a student, a university student who was missing.
That's awesome.
The university police expanded their search by checking surveillance footage of the campus and the bus cameras. There were hours upon hours of footage that needed to be looked over. And so there were officers who volunteered from the different police departments to assist, in hopes that they would be able to find something that pointed them in Yingying's direction. And they were right. On Sunday night, when they pulled the footage from the bus stop that was next to her apartment complex, they got their first clue.
Oh, okay.
In it, you see Yingying getting on the bus.
Okay.
Showing, she got on the bus, showing her bus pass to the driver and taking a seat. You can clearly make her out in the video. She's wearing a
it was 1 o'clock. It was 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so
yes.
se veía bien. Uh-huh.
Yeah. She was wearing a baseball cap, a white long sleeve top, jeans, and tennis shoes, and she was carrying a backpack. So ya ves que she takes a seat, se sienta, and then she takes out her cell phone and she sends a text.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's how, you're probably like, how do you know she texted? Well, because that time step matched Ron Tress's text message where he was telling her that,
you're running late.
Yeah.
I'm running a little bit late. So she was already running late before she got on the bus.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, for Yingying to get to North Lincoln Avenue, where she was going to meet the leasing agent, she had to take 2 buses, porque ella no tenía carro. Mm-hmm. The first one would take her to Central Campus, and then from there, she'd catch the other bus to the complex, which was going north. Again, on the footage, you see her exit the first bus at 1:52 p.m. But because she was on the wrong side of the street for boarding, she missed it. Mm. And she even waved down the bus down the street. She was chasing it and even ran behind it, trying to
Pobrecita.
I think she ran a couple of blocks, but it didn't stop for her. And I read that the bus, they have a policy that they cannot stop for people that are on the other side of the street, even if they're waving them down, because if you do, es como que les está dando permiso to cross the street, and there could be oncoming traffic, and it could they could be
an
an
accident. Yeah,
so,
obviously. It's like whenever they say, have you ever heard of this? That you're not supposed to tell people like this to go?
No.
You're not supposed to do that. Because if you do that, and then if they crash, then it's going to be your fault. Because you're telling them it's okay to go.
Pero in what instance? At a stop sign?
At a stop sign or whatever. You know how sometimes you're like, no, you go. And then you're like, no, you're like, go. And then if they go and they crash?
But what if, yeah.
It's a law.
I mean, I understand. Oh, damn, then I'd be breaking that law, girl.
No, yeah, because I used to do that a lot, but a lot of times I'm like, I remember that. I'm like, yeah, well, it makes sense, because if you tell them, okay, dale, or if you're in the me y que no miran, they're like, oh, I can't see, and you're like, go, like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then if they crash, then it's going to be your fault.
Oh, shit. And then I would be like, pues, ¿para qué me haces caso? Who am I?
Sí, puta, pero pues es que tú sí alcanzas a ver y ellos no. So what if somebody's coming hecho madre and you're
right.
y les da,
Yeah, I understand.
So that makes sense why the bus, I get what
they're not allowed to stop, yeah.
So she needed to wait for the next bus.
So she decided, now that she had ran a couple of blocks, she decided to walk to the nearest bus stop, which was at the corner of North Goodwin Avenue and West Clark.
To wait for the next driving bus. I wouldn't have ran, I'm sorry. I would be like, no, ya me dejó aquí a la verga.
However, footage from a parking garage where you could see Yingying across the street waiting for the second bus showed that she never got on it.
Oh my gosh.
Early Monday morning on June 12th, additional footage was found from where Yingying was standing alone, and a black vehicle passed by at 2 p.m.
Okay.
It circled the block, and it stopped in front of her where she was at 2:03 p.m. Mm-hmm. You see her walk up to the window, lean in, and talk to the person inside the vehicle for about a minute, and then she gets inside the car.
Oh.
It then pulls away from the curb, heading north, and then out of the frame of the camera.
So she just got on somebody's car?
From this moment, the case goes from a missing person to a kidnapping.
Yeah, obviously.
In such cases, state police can reach out to federal law enforcement, and so the FBI becomes involved in this case.
Pero, wow, for someone to just get on a car like that, and for her being foreign, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but I think that makes a little bit more sense, because you'll understand why in a little bit.
Okay.
Now, despite the footage showing the color of the car and some other details, it wasn't clear enough to make out the license plate.
Or what type of car, at least?
However, investigators were able to determine the make and model, which was unique. It was a Saturn Astra. I've never heard of that shit.
I have heard of Saturn Astra before.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it an older people?
It's an older bitch. No, it's not an older people car, motherfucker, but I've heard of it.
Okay. Have you seen one?
I think I've seen one. I think I saw it on TikTok somewhere.
Oh, shit. Okay. So next, they search for all Saturn Astras registered.
Let me look this bitch up. This bitch said old car?
They searched for all Saturn Astras registered in the Champaign County, and there were 26 of them. Out of those 8.
Yeah, because it's not a very common car, right? Okay.
Out of those, 18 had a hatchback, just like the one on the surveillance footage. So investigators began to go down the list and went to speak to the owners of each vehicle that were registered in the county. One of them was Brent Christensen. FBI agents Michael Carter and Joel Smith.
Sorry to interrupt you, but this is the one with the...
Yes,
yeah,
with the hatchback.
Yeah, I think I've seen it before. It's kind of like a ¿cómo se le llama? Not a Volkswagen. What the fuck am I talking about? But it was como, to explain a little bit what it looks like. It's like the car that has the back.
The long back.
I can't remember what it's called.
A hatchback.
Yeah, a hatchback.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah. So, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Like I said, one of the people that they spoke to was Brent Christensen. Mm-hmm. FBI agents Michael Carter and Joel Smith went to Brent's apartment where he lived with his wife, Michelle. They informed them that they were searching for a missing university student. When asked about, his whereabouts on June 9th, between 2 and 3 p.m., Brent said that he didn't really recall since he didn't work, and I think he had recently graduated. So the agents then asked to look at his text, right? And he said that he got a message from his girlfriend, Tara, at around 1 p.m. and that he didn't respond until 4 p.m. So he said that he must have been asleep, and he figured that he must have just played video games, slept all day, and didn't leave the apartment at all that day.
Hold up. Excuse me? So you're telling me that you don't... You are acting like you barely remember this? Like, I could have, I would have. No, bitch, did you or did you not?
Yeah.
It's a yes or no answer.
And then it was, I think they went to his apartment on Monday. This was Friday.
You don't remember? Oh, no, I think I kind of did this,
Wait,
but
do
not
I remember
really.
what I did Friday?
I can tell you exactly what I did on Friday, word by word. I mean, you can't just forget that shit.
But because you work, right?
No. But because it's Friday. Like, you just like, it's like you asking me, what did you do last Tuesday? I could tell you exactly what I did Tuesday.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I worked because I work. I know my schedule.
Well, yeah, you worked. That's it. But I mean, how is it going to be like, oh, I think I remember playing video? No.
Yeah.
Did you play video games or you didn't, bitch?
Right. He figured, like I said, he must have just played video games all day, slept, and didn't leave the apartment. Is that what he said?
I just don't understand that.
When the agents asked him if they could look around the apartment and search his Saturn Astra, he gave them the green light. Everything seemed to be in order. They didn't find anything. And so they moved on to the next person on the list of Saturn Astra owners. Mm-hmm. This continued for the next 2 days, but they hadn't gotten lucky. Now, an officer who was still reviewing the footage of the, I'm going to say Saturn Astra so many times.
Saturn Astra. Oh, by the way, I just looked it up, and Saturn Astra in black is not as common as a gray or a red one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just saw that.
The officer who was still reviewing the footage of the vehicle noticed something on the car. So after the frame had been enlarged, he was able to notice that the left rim or the hubcap looked damaged, as if it had hit a curb or something, which, I mean, I feel like we all know what that feels like.
I have no idea. Oh. Never hit a curb before in my life. Never.
Excuse me?
Excuse me. Get it together, girl.
Okay.
And don't tell my husband.
He also noticed that the vehicle in the footage had a large sunroof.
Okay. Oh, no, this was luxury Astra.
Oh, it is?
Luxury.
Okay. Well, see, because sunroofs are
in black?
Yeah, luxury.
I mean, luxury.
And Agent Smith remembered who else's Saturn Astra had a large sunroof. Mm-hmm. Brent Christensen's.
I don't know why. I have a feeling about this Brent right here.
The same day, on June 14th, an FBI agent returned to Brent's apartment to confirm that the damage on the rim was the same as the one in the footage.
Yeah, on the same tire.
Yes. And it was. So they didn't go knock on his door para pedirle permiso, no. They just went and,
Quítate, güey.
Nomás they just, lo de pasada. They're like,
oh yeah, that's it. Email, güey.
Yeah.
Oh, yo pensé que se habían metido a su casa y like, quítate.
No, but they just needed to look at the rim,
Oh, obviously.
With this confirmation.
Para que this way they don't
get in trouble.
No, not only that, but they don't cause them to get alarmed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. With this confirmation, the FBI was able to secure a search warrant to seize the vehicle. And so on June 15th, like right after midnight, FBI agents arrived at Brent's and his wife's apartment and let him know that they had a warrant for his car.
Okay.
They also asked him if he, we're like, we're here to get your car. Is there anything that you want to talk to us about, or do you want to speak to us?
Did you remember that you were what video game you were playing, and did you sleep?
And he agreed. He was like, yeah, I'll talk to you guys. His wife stayed behind, and she spoke to other agents. I think it was a total of 7 that went up to their apartment.
Shit. Yeah. They went in a little posse.
A wolf pack.
A wolf pack. Mm-hmm.
Then the wife, Michelle, then signed off on a consent form that allowed the agents to search the apartment. But remember, Brent went with the agents to the police station. So during the interview, agents went over his original statement, which was that he didn't leave his apartment and played video games all day, and he napped. He napped, según pues. He reiterated that and said, yeah, that's correct. They then informed him that that was not true, that what he said was not correct, since they had Yingying on video getting into his car.
Okay.
So now Mr. Brent, backtracked his story a little bit.
Puede que se acuerde que he wasn't taking a nap.
He said, I must have mixed up Friday and Saturday.
I told you.
He said he had picked up a girl. He just didn't think it was Yingying. He's like, oh, my bad.
So you're asking me for Friday, but I didn't know Saturday I did pick up a girl, but it wasn't Saturday, it was Friday.
But I didn't think it was
it was the same day.
Yeah. Because when they initially went to his apartment,
he's being stupid.
He said, yeah, I have heard about the missing university student, and I had heard that the car looked like mine, but, I don't have anything to do with it. So.
Oh, but all of a sudden you remembered que it was Saturday he picked up somebody.
Según pues.
Okay, but not
so he's
Friday.
Like, sorry, I confused Saturday and with Friday. I slept all day Saturday, and I didn't leave my apartment Saturday, but Friday.
And I might have played some video games.
But
Yeah.
Now, according to him, when he saw her at the bus stop, she seemed distressed. So he asked her if she needed a ride, and in broken English, or se hicieron like a little bit of conversation, which he said was in broken English, she said yes. But I remember, this is according to Brent. About 5 minutes into the ride, she said that she wanted to get out. Yingying. According to Brent, it appeared that he took a wrong turn somewhere, which la espantó, like it spooked her, and she wanted out. And so she got out of the car in a residential area. Agents.
And why did he take a wrong turn?
Según, I don't know. Agents believe that he was not being truthful.
Yeah, obviously. I don't believe that
And so
either.
they continued to press him, but he wasn't budging. So in the end, the FBI decided to let Brent go. They believed that he would be more use out on the outside than in a jail cell. They figured that he was going to tell on himself, or do something.
Eventually, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They do place him under 24/7 surveillance for the next 2 weeks. But a day or two later, after the interview, he does take agents to the area where he said that Yingying got off at, but they found no clues as to where she could have gone. Again, while Brent was being interviewed, CSI processed the apartment that he lived in, and in the bedroom, they found 3 reddish stains on his mattress. There were 2 small ones in the middle, a large stain that was towards the end of the mattress and near the wall. Samples of the stain were taken along with another sample from a baseball bat, which through the use of luminol showed that there had been a stain on it that was no longer visible to the naked eye.
Oh, but it was cleaned.
Yeah. Other samples were taken were the stained carpet. There was stained carpet that was under the mattress.
Oh, shit.
And like a baseboard and drywall también that looked sus. And agents were able to seize electronics from the apartment, such as laptops and Brent's cell phone también se llevaron. As for Brent's wife, Michelle, again, she spoke to agents and she informed them that she and Brent weren't on good terms currently and that they were in an open relationship. Brent had a girlfriend and she had a boyfriend with whom she was out of town with the weekend that Yingying went missing.
Oh.
So she, her alibi as to where, her whereabouts were, was corroborated with receipts and that sort of thing. So as Brent is now under surveillance, agents decide to approach the girlfriend, que tiene, Tara, to see if she might know something. So they, gave her a rundown of what was going on and asked her if she'd be able to assist them in the investigation by wearing a wire and recording the conversations that she had with Brent. And she agreed. She said that if, this would be like a good way for him to prove his innocence, because she didn't believe that he had anything to do with it. So she was like, yeah, because, it's going to be fine. So as this was being set up, Tara received a text message from Brent telling her that he wanted her to accompany him to a memorial walk that was going to be held on June 29th to help in the search efforts for Yingying. It was the perfect time to, record conversation and that sort of thing. So they told Tara to agree to go, and she did. Now, the days passed, and again, Brent was under surveillance, and conversations with him and his girlfriend were being recorded. So during this time, agents learned of another University of Illinois graduate student who reported that someone approached her also on the morning of June 9th.
Same day.
Mm-hmm. Emily Hogan was brought in for an interview, during which she stated that on the morning of June 9th at around 10, she was on her way to the Union on campus and took the bus to get there. As she was standing at the bus stop, a black car pulled up to her on her left and in front of her, and whoever was inside rolled out the window. It was a man, and he began to speak to her, pero como she was a little bit farther away, so she couldn't hear him, so she walked a little bit closer. And the man repeated himself and told her that he was an undercover police officer.
Oh, really? Okay.
And was doing some work in the area, and asked if he could, and, said if he could ask her some questions. And she said yes. And then she said she recalled him pulling out what was supposed to be like a police badge, but she said it looked like a toy.
Oh, wow. You could tell it wasn't real.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And you're not even, and she wasn't even like a police officer, and you could tell that shit wasn't real.
Yeah.
Police. Okay.
And he asked her if she could get into the vehicle to ask her the questions, and she said no.
Oh, okay.
And he looked taken aback cuando ella dijo que no, because, supposed to, I guess, since he was supposed to be a police officer. And he told her, okay, well, if you see anything suspicious in the area, please call the police. I'm
going to call police on you, motherfucker.
Right now.
Right now.
And she said that, she did see anything suspicious, that she would call the police, and then the men left. Emily knew that something was not right, and so she called the non-emergency number, which then transferred her to 911, and she reported what happened.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And as she was, she ended up getting on her bus, and as she was on the bus heading to campus, she even made a Facebook post about it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'm sure she, did a condensed version of what happened.
Be careful or something like
that.
that?
And then she added at the end, she said, if this happens to you, do not get in the car.
Oh, wow.
So sometime afterward, they asked her to review a photo lineup to see if she could point out the men who approached her, and she identified Brent Christensen as that man. So Emily, when they brought her in, she had no idea that whoever picked her up was a suspect in Yingying's disappearance. She had no idea that anything was connected. She just thought that they were just asking her random questions. She doesn't find out until later, until it hits the news that. Now, while Brent was believed to be involved in Yingying's disappearance, investigators still followed other leads. So on June 16th, it was reported by various people that an Asian woman bearing a resemblance to Yingying was seen in Salem, Illinois. However, it was later determined that that woman was not Yingying. On June 17th, Yingying's dad and aunt and her fiance arrived in the U.S. Her mother and brother would arrive later in August. So 2 days later, on the 19th, Champaign County Crime Stoppers announced a reward of $40,000 for information leading to the arrest of the individual responsible for her kidnapping.
Sometimes I wish I knew about information for people's
I know, me too.
I wish when they're giving half a minute, bruh, I will sing like a little bird.
No, I just sometimes wish that I could see, como que pelo más los ojos, hoping that I can see something to say something, you know?
I really do want something to happen to me, but not that I want to be involved or that I just want to be de lejos,
Yeah, to help. You want to be able to help.
But I don't want to be involved. I just want to be oh yeah, hi guys. Yeah. So I just saw this so-and-so. I wish that I could do that, but I'm not, no.
The day of the memorial walk for Yingying arrived, and Brent and Tara attended as it was planned.
Yeah.
In the recording, so you remember, Tara was getting ready to record this specific conversation.
I want to record somebody's conversation.
So I guess into the wire or whatever, she said, it's 6:46 p.m. on Thursday, June 29th. We're at the benefit for the walk, and Brent has a thing of alcohol. And he is drinking while he's here. So I'm thinking I'm just going to turn this on right now so that it's on while we walk. It was during the body wire recording that Brent relayed to his girlfriend what he had denied to the FBI. He knew exactly what had happened to Yingying. And I'll read some of what was said, but some words in the transcript of the recording were not picked up properly. So I'll just say blank when, that's a word or whatever.
Yeah.
And also what I read is not like an order. Like, it's not like that. It's not like he said all of this back to back to back. They're in order from,
what they were able to capture.
Yeah. I mean, they captured a lot,
but that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Now, Brent said, it's so strange. Laughs. It's so weird. I don't know how blank all these people there tonight. They want her home safe. It's blank. They have no idea what happened. Laughing. Nobody knows what happened. So she says that he had been drinking, so he must be inebriated. Tara's making conversation, asking him questions so he can.
Oh, really?
So he can talk about it.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Let me be one of those people with the wire, please. I'd be like, oh, really? And then what happened?
He said, quote, she was valiant. She was. Tara asked, did she fight? And Brent said, more than anyone else. Tara asked him if they had sexy time. And he said, He said, quote, she fought more than anyone else I've ever met. Blank. She was stronger than anyone else. Blank. Knock her out. Blank. Quiet. Blank. Give up. She was resilient. Truly resilient. I tried to choke her to death, but she didn't.
What the fuck? He's just talking about this out of his... Oh, what?
Blank. Her neck and she blank die. She was, I couldn't believe it, just like she didn't die. It was unbelievable, like supernatural. Almost how she just didn't give up. So she was fighting for her life. Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so horrible. Motherfucker. Piece of shit.
I choked her for, must have been 10 minutes with my hands. Then I released her, blank, her breath. She blank, she did. I couldn't believe she was still alive. So I carried her into my bathtub. I got the bat and I hit her on the head as hard as I could. And it broke her head open, blank. She didn't know at that point. I wasn't sure if she was dead or not. So I had a knife and I stabbed her in the neck and she grabbed for it, blank.
Even though he had hit her with the thing, yeah.
Fucking neck, blank. What killed her? The knife, blank. So remember, not all of this is in order. They start talking about other things, but this is just exactly where he says what happened to her.
Imagine like what Tara is feeling at this time. Like I would have been like, give me a moment. I'll be right back. Let me go get these motherfuckers for you. Because I need to get away from you right now.
And she plays into the conversation just very like, como que, oh wow, I can't believe that you feel comfortable telling me this.
Thank you, or whatever. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would have been like, ahorita vengo, security.
Tara asked how many hours after you picked her up did you say? ? Brent said a few minutes. It was pretty short, 20 minutes maybe. There was nothing to her. Now, throughout the recorded conversation, Brent told Tara that Yingying was his 13th victim.
What the fuck?
And that he had been doing this since he was 19.
Wow.
He was 28 now. He told Tara that he was doing bigger numbers than Jeffrey Dahmer and John Wayne Gacy.
Wow.
And he was pretty much saying that anybody else that did it as big as him was Ted Bundy. And
that's really something that you should be like proud of, honestly.
And that he was the most successful person to do this in the past 30 years.
Cálmate, puto, órale.
Later, after a very thorough investigation, the FBI and local authorities did not find any evidence linking Brett to any other crimes. So
he was lying.
He was just talking out of his ass, trying to seem hard or some shit. Quién sabe.
Doesn't matter. You still did it. You're going to jail, motherfucker.
So Brent Christensen was arrested the following day on June 30th, 2017.
I wonder if he was like, no, I didn't do it, bitch.
And I think they said it was his birthday, actually.
Oh, well, he had to go. It doesn't matter when.
After he was arrested during the interview, he did not incriminate himself.
Of course not. Pero you already did that when you were talking out of your ass, motherfucker.
He was then charged with the kidnapping of Yingying and 2 counts of making false statements to the FBI. Investigators believed Yingying at this point was dead. But since her body hadn't been found, that was the only charge that could be brought against him.
Until they found a body.
In a court hearing on July 5th, 28-year-old Brent Christensen was denied bail by Judge Eric Long after he deemed him a danger to the community and that he would remain jailed pending trial. There was a preliminary hearing set for July 14th, but it was waived after he was indicted by a grand jury on July 12th. And then at another hearing on July 20th, he pleaded not guilty.
Okay.
So as attorneys prepared for trial...
He's not guilty after everything that he just talked.
As attorneys prepared for trial, the results of the forensic examinations of the electronics that were seized from Brent's home revealed disturbing search threads, which were of graphic and violent sexual nature.
Wow.
So in April, a couple of months before the kidnapping, Brent visited sites such as FetLife, a sexual fetish website, and visited forums such as Abduction 101.
That's a thing?
Bitch, ¿no te acuerdas that, I don't know how long ago they were talking about that website that 62 million people...
Oh, my gosh.
That 62 million visited about, raping?
Why, though? I don't Okay.
That they shared tips and videos.
Not the tips.
Girl, you didn't see that story?
I didn't see it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh.
People are sick.
Sick-ass people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you think nothing could... surprise me anymore.
No, yeah, you're right. Nothing couldn't surprise me anymore. But then I hear about fucking 101, what is it?
Abduction
101. That's surprising.
Like English 101 or some shit.
Yeah, yeah, let's
what
learn
class
about...
are you taking?
Yeah, what are you learning about the life cycle of fish? No, motherfucker, I'm taking Abduction 101. What the hell? Okay.
There were, of course, also disturbing images found.
Wow. That's just crazy to me.
When his vehicle was processed, it was later noted that the passenger door of the car appeared to, quote, have been cleaned to a more diligent extent than any other vehicle door, which may have been an indication of an attempt or effort to conceal or destroy evidence.
No, she was probably trying to push herself out of the door.
Or, get out.
Yeah, get out. Mm-hmm. Or she was probably hitting the door or the window and stuff. She fought.
Yeah.
So, that's good for her, but... Unfortunately, it happened, but...
And she was tiny.
Yeah.
She was 5'4", and this bitch was over 6 feet and 200 pounds.
No iba a poder con él, pero at least she tried.
No, yeah, of course.
She gave him a hard time.
In October, prosecutors upgraded the charges to one count of kidnapping resulting in death, for which the sentence could be the death penalty.
Pero Illinois has a death penalty?
Obviously.
Okay, good. And then also, where is her body?
In November... the results from the DNA samples that were recovered from the apartment came back to a match for Yingying. Based on everything investigators had gathered up to this point, they knew that Brent had taken Yingying back to his apartment, raped her, strangled her, beat her to death, and then stabbed her in the neck and killed her. Mm-hmm. But why?
Yeah, why?
The reason was possibly revealed in a recorded session in which Brent spoke to a counselor on campus about his homicidal thoughts. So he went and talked to a counselor about these thoughts that he was talking about, wanting to harm others. And he had been struggling with alcohol, and he had other issues going on. So the counselor...
But the thing is, if you're homicidal, well, kill yourself, motherfucker. Why are you killing other people? My thought is...
Suicidal is for you.
It's for you?
Homicidal is for others.
Pues sí, pero mátate tú, güey.
Try
that first, y luego see if you want to still have the, momentum of healing other people.
Yeah.
Stupid ass.
The counselor asked him how far along he had gotten in harming others. Mm-hmm. Had he followed anybody? Had he gotten in any altercations? Did he have a specific person or a specific type of people that he wanted to harm? And he said that he didn't have a specific type of person, or I guess, that there were just certain scenarios or situations that he preferred to carry out as opposed to a specific type of person. He said that he wanted to do the harming to take place under a specific scenario. You know what's crazy to me? The fact that because of HIPAA, that person that spoke to him, she can't say nothing. She can't go to the police. She can't, it's because of the confidentiality as a patient to a doctor or a provider, they can't say anything. So then you're hearing this guy saying that he wants to do these bad things. But I don't know here, so I'm just asking a question. But because he hasn't done anything technically, because he's just saying, I just have these thoughts. Can you report that?
You can at least report it to so they can put him in psych, at least.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know how that works.
Because I would have been like, okay, so.
But this is a university campus, as opposed
to
like.
But I mean, she could have said something to somebody.
I don't know what. I don't know what.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong, and I don't know. Maybe you're
what the protocol is.
What the protocol is,
yes.
But I know that for a fact that because of patient, doctor HIPAA rules, they can't say nothing. But at the same time, it's like shit. Like, this person is telling you what they want to do to these people and like being a little bit more graphic, then damn. And you can't say shit. That sucks.
Well, my last case where the 16-year-old confessed,
but they had to bring his parents in
because he was underage.
But still,
but that's the thing. They're like, we can't say anything.
We can't say anything.
Yeah, and be like, if this is gonna get out, you have to turn them in, and they did.
That's what I'm saying. And so in this instance,
but to me, I'm like, that's an actual facility. You know what I mean? That was a facility for an underage child.
I mean, but at least they would have gone to, hey, let me make this report, or maybe
I'm sure
she
that they did,
or whatever it is. I don't know.
I don't have that much information,
which I understand that. What I'm trying to say is the fact that they can't do nothing about it. This person is sitting here telling you these things and you can't do anything.
Well, he said that because he already knew how he would do it, right, in this scenario. But he said that he didn't want to do it and that it was hard.
Oh, okay.
And then he said that he had never followed anybody or had carried out anything, which kind of is different than what he was telling Tara in the recording.
Exactly.
This is my 13th victim, But again, we were saying that he was just lying because they never found any evidence. Now, Brent's trial began on June 12th of 2019, just over 2 years after he had kidnapped Yingying. The prosecution had a strong case, which included physical evidence, despite there not being a body, because they hadn't found her body to this point. Amongst other evidence, they had the surveillance footage, Emily Hogan's testimony. He had pretended to be a police officer. The confession, the wiretap
video.
Recording.
Audio, yeah.
And, Tara, who was the prosecution's star witness, during the opening statement, the prosecutor, Eugene Miller, told the jury that Brent Christensen kidnapped Yingying, raped her in his apartment, brutally assaulted her, and then took her life. And then he tried to cover it up.
Yeah, because there was evidence to show that, what he said was true. Like on the bed and then
under the bed,
y luego
on the wall,
tub, and then
on the bat. Yeah. And then he tried to cover up his crime. And it was something that he needed to do, it seemed like, because he had been thinking about it for so long, and he felt that he needed to do it. And if he would have continued to carry out these murderous scenarios if he hadn't been caught. But he was, thankfully. Now, the defense wasn't arguing that Brent didn't kill Yingying. On the contrary, during the defense attorney's George Tassif's opening statement to the jury, he said, quote, straight up, Brent Christensen killed Yingying Yang. However, it wasn't in the calculated or depraved manner that the prosecution was painting.
Oh, okay.
Tassif painted Brent as someone who was struggling with alcohol. He was in a crumbling marriage. He was having trouble in his academic career. And the day of June 9th was his lowest point, and he spent the day drinking and then began to drive around, and then he did the unthinkable.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't premeditated. It just happened.
I mean, throughout the testimonies, the evidence presented, everything, Brent showed no emotion, just remained very stone-faced. At the end of the trial on June 24th, the jury deliberated for about 90 minutes before finding Brent Christensen guilty of 1 count of kidnapping resulting in death and 2 counts of making false statements to the FBI. However, during the sentencing phase on July 8th, after deliberating for almost 9 hours that day and 9 hours the day before, the jury was unable to reach a unanimous decision regarding his sentence.
Wow.
And so on July 18th, Judge James Shadid sentenced Brent Christensen to life in prison with no possibility of parole.
Awesome.
Now, after the trial, it was revealed that Brent informed his attorneys on November 18th of 2018, the year prior, under an immunity agreement, what he did with Yingying's remains.
Oh, wow.
So according to Brent, he placed her remains in 3 separate garbage bags and disposed of them in a dumpster outside his apartment, which was emptied 3 days later, and the contents were taken to a private landfill I've never heard of a private landfill.
That only happens in Champagne.
During the following 2 days, he claimed he disposed of Yingying's belongings in various dumpsters in the Champaign-Urbana area. And it was going to be impossible to locate her remains, especially since the contents of the landfill were compacted at least twice. And from what I could gather, a search never began for her remains. I mean, by the time that he told them, it was already 2018. And this happened in 2017. Mm-hmm. In August of 2019, Yingying's parents created a fund, which is managed by the University of Illinois Foundation in Yingying's memory, called Yingying Fund. So it is used to support international students in crisis and their families.
Awesome.
Now, they created a memorial garden was created and dedicated to Yingying at the corner of North Goodwin Avenue and West Clark. And they have like a little bench, and like just a cute garden. There's like pictures of Yingying there. And
that
you could
is
just
so
go like,
adorable.
Sit down. And that is the case of
unfortunate
the murder of Yingying Yang.
And not even like you said, wrong place at the wrong time.
Because she missed her bus?
Because she missed her bus. And because...
Isn't that crazy?
They couldn't stop for her because she was on the other side of the street. Like, if they would have stopped, she would have never.
Or where's this motherfucker just fucking...
He took advantage. I mean, he saw her running, dude.
But
he saw her running. He saw her in distress, and he was like, oh, she's small. I could take her.
And then porque he had been driving around. I mean, he had already tried it with Emily in the morning.
He had already been... So he can't say that it wasn't something that he was looking for.
He knew he was going to do something that day.
Mm-hmm. He knew he was going to do something. And you just let your demons take over and you were like, yeah, let me do it.
And he would have done it again.
Absolutely, because he felt really happy about the way he was talking about what he had done. He showed no remorse. Like, he was not like, oh, I feel so bad that I shouldn't have done this, blah, blah, blah. And he talked to Tara like, oh, we're besties. Let me tell you all of
what I did.
What I stabbed this poor girl in the neck and shit. Like, that's just psycho, but... Anyway, so let us know what you think. If you would like to follow us on Instagram, you can at
Cafecito and Crime Pod. And if you would like to download our episodes, leave us a review and rate us. We would really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for listening, and we will talk to you in the next one. Bye.